right, guys, for this lesson, we're going to come to you from beautiful Bronte Beach. We're going to get outside, get some sun, and support healthy bones and muscles. Now, I recommend if your day is looking sunny, do the same thing. Let's get outside, take your suspension trainers and iPads with you, and let's train from there. Let's connect your suspension kits from a high anchor point. Now, handles should be roughly at knee height for these exercises. Working some T-rows for this exercise. So you can see two different variations. Sam is just doing the basic version, which is just a T-row suspended and suspending yourself as much as you need to, depending on how much pressure you want to put on during the exercise. Sabina's putting some pulses in her T-rows, so you can see there's a pulse right at the top of that. So that's going to amplify things a little bit more. Make sure you're squeezing with your shoulder blades and pushing your elbows right back. Your turn. We're working some biceps clutches for this exercise. You can see two different variations. Variation 1, your body remains stiff planked, the way Sabina's doing it. Variation 2, which is the harder variation, is to do it from the invisible chair, so you can see me doing it that way. If you're doing it through the invisible chair, make sure you sustain your height, so don't go up and down. And make sure your elbows are at 90 degrees, so they need to be at shoulder height. Let's get you guys to try this one. Triceps extension for this exercise, guys. You can see two different variations. So Sabina's just leaning forward in a comfortable suspended position. You can see I'm right on the ball of my foot, so I'm pressing really hard on that. And what that does is that increases the weight load. So if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, do it the way I'm doing it. Now, make sure your elbows are tucked in and they remain stationary and in front of you throughout this exercise. Let's get you to try it. inverted rows for this exercise, guys. So you can position yourself forward and closer to your anchor point to increase your weight load. Or if you're finding it a little bit difficult, you can work your way back to reduce the weight load. Now, this is a basic rowing technique, so you want to make sure your elbows are tucked in by your sides, and you can see I'm pulling all the way up to my ribs. Let's get you to try this exercise for yourselves. Let's everybody repeat the last 4 exercises. Here's one for you guys. Now, you've done slider push-ups before or slider presses. So what we're going to do the reverse. We're going to do a slider T-row. So the way we're going to do it, I'm going to set up like I'm about to go into a T-row. Now, one arm's a T-row and the other one is a fly. Okay? And I'm going to meet in the middle and then I'm going to switch arms. Just like that. So I'm going to make sure the arm that's doing the T-row, it's staying nice and high, my elbow's staying out, okay? And the arm that's doing the fly is just there for support. It's a nice, soft, straight line. Making sure I'm protecting my wrist so I'm not doing any of that. Keeping it nice and straight. And you want to finish in a straight line, so it's got to be a T. Okay, we're just going to alternate from there. Let's get you guys to try this one for yourselves. Okay guys, we're going to work some bent over triceps extension or breaching triceps extensions if you like. We're going to do a little bit different. So what you're used to is you're used to dropping back from here and pushing straight up, right? What we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to go reverse grip. So we're going to do it this way around. So we're going to take the focus off the long tricep and medial triceps and we're going to basically put it on our lateral triceps, which is the outside area of the horseshoe. Okay? So we're going to do it that way. So from here, I'm going to drop down, fold over, squeeze, and return it, just like that, okay? Now, important thing is make sure your elbows are glued to your wrists, to your ribs the whole time, and then make sure the wrists don't bend. You want to try and keep that straight. Okay, one more demo. Just like that. Your turn. Okay guys, combination exercise for this one. So we're going to work a chest press and we're going to work in an abs rollout as well. And then we're going to go back to our chest press. So basically, it's a super repetition. So we're going to go chest press first. And where the chest press finishes right here, I'm going to go straight into an abs rollout. Okay? So the trick with this one, when you're doing your chest press, just make sure your elbows are out, holding onto that nice, tight plank body just by keeping your abs engaged. And then when we go to the abs rollout right here, it's more of that abdominal engagement, okay? Back to the chest press. Just like that. We're going to keep alternating between those two for the next minute. Your turn. Okay guys, here's a hard one. We're going to work some dips for this one. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go feet together, knees squeezing together, and I'm just going to drop back into my dips position from here. So just dropping straight down and picking it back up. So it's an assisted dip so that you can get some assistance from your legs to help you out. Now, it's fairly hard to stabilize just because you're on loose cables, but let's have a go at it. You guys will be right. Let's everybody repeat the last 4 exercises.
This exercise is an alternate row, guys. So the way we're going to do it is I'm going to set up wide on the feet. So you want to be shoulder width or maybe marginally wider. And then what I want to try and do from here is I'm going to go back nice and square. I want a straight line from my shoulder all the way to my ankle. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to row with one side, and with the opposite hand, I'm going to come up and touch the cable. This is going to prevent this arm from doing any work. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to alternate. Just like that. A little bit of a twist on that as well, and I'm just making sure I'm keeping my elbows tucked in the whole time. Just like that. Let's get you guys to try it. Alright guys, we're going to work a single arm press for this one. So the way it's going to work, it's going to start off with wide feet. So I want to make sure I've got a nice sturdy base. And my arm's right in front of me, just the one arm. I'm going to use the other one, place it on my hip, and I want to stay nice and square. So I'm going to drop into a chest press, but just on one side. And squeeze back out and finish right there. Okay, so you can see my body staying nice and square, and my elbow is nice and high. So it's the same as if I'm doing chest presses off both sides, except just have to stabilize a little bit more, and there's a little bit more pressure on the opposite hip as well, just because you've got to stabilize for yourself. Just like that. Then we're going to switch it up, switch arms,
and then hit the other side for 60 seconds as well. Your turn. And switch sides now. And let's keep going. Okay guys, this one's a sprinkler or a torso twist if you like. So the way we're gonna do it is I'm gonna just set up palm to palm. Now you can see my feet are nice and wide, so it's shoulder width, or I can have it even wider if I like, just for stability. And what I'm gonna do from here, soft straight arms, I'm gonna squeeze and twist to one side just like that, okay? So as I'm twisting this way, I'm feeling my obliques, my serratus and my glutes working as well, okay? And then I'm gonna release slow and other side, just like that. Okay, meet in the middle and keep going. So I'm basically drawing a semicircle around me. Let's get you guys to try this one. Let's everybody repeat the last 3 exercises. And switch sides now. And let's keep going. Alright guys, I want you to watch this one carefully because it's a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off suspended, palm to palm like that, straight plank body and straight line from my shoulder all the way to the anchor point. So this is my starting position. Now what I'm going to do, one arm is going to go into a front delta raise and the other arm is a stiff pull down but in reverse grip, okay? Finishing there. Now I'm going to come back to the middle and switch them up. We're going to alternate, okay? So one arm goes directly up, the other one goes down. We're not producing much angle with it at all, okay? So a really good exercise for the posterior chain. Right there. Let's get you guys to try this one. Okay guys, we're going to work some biceps curls for this one, but we're going to do it from the invisible chair. So watch what I do. I'm going to set up just like that, and I'm going to hit the bicep curls, but I'm not going to lift. Okay, so the trick here is I'm maintaining the same position. It's just that my angle's changing because of the biceps curl. Making sure I'm keeping my elbows right in front of me, and I'm drawing a pair of parallel lines. Okay, so this is going to really focus on the peak of the biceps. Let's get you guys to try it. Let's everybody repeat the last 2 exercises. Well done for getting through your workout today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, if you could turn your attention to your in-house instructor for stretching and cool down.